underdog. Not a chance in hell, and just another easy payday for Tyson. Those were the headlines the press of the world used to describe James Buster Douglas. A average fighter, a decent fighter. Tall, strong, fast, one hell of a hitter. But come on, let's face it, what chance did he have? He was going up against Mike Tyson. The Mike Tyson, the baddest man on the planet, youngest heavyweight champion in history, the destroyer of men. Let's face it, this kid didn't have a chance. Until that day in Tokyo, when James Douglas went out there and fought the fight of his life. In that moment, he was the fighter he always knew he could be. He was quicker, he was stronger, he was making Tyson pay. This was going to be his moment. He would be the giant killer. This was his destiny. Until Tyson did what Tyson did best and knocked him down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not quite. Douglas got up at the last second, dusted himself off, said, "Is that the best you've got?" and proceeded to kick Mike Tyson's ass, I can't say that, can I, all over the ring for the next round, until eventually he hit him so hard with an uppercut, if it wasn't for Tyson's thick neck, his head would have been ripped off his shoulders. That moment, Buster Douglas was the heavyweight champion of the world. He was the giant killer. He was king of the world. Now, as much as I would like to talk about one of my favourite boxing matches in history, that is not the purpose of this speech. You see, Buster Douglas became the giant killer, all because he got back up when the entire world was telling him to stay down. And that is what my speech is about today. About the fact that when it comes to failure, we are wrapping our children in cotton wool and not preparing them to the challenges the real world will face. It's as simple as that. You see, over the last 20 years there has been a new school of thought, and I like to call it the everybody's a winner school of thought. We are teaching children that it's okay just to turn up, and at the core of this absolutely idiotic idea is this phrase: taking part is all that counts. I absolutely despise that phrase because it goes against everything I believe in. Taking part is not what counts. Trying your best is what counts. As simple as that. If you try your best and you come in dead last, that is fine. No one can take that away from you because you have put in the effort. You can walk around with your head held high. But just turning up, what's the point in that? You see, you can't just coast your way through life because life doesn't care. Life is mean. Life doesn't care if you got all A's. Life doesn't care who your parents are. And life really doesn't give a damn if you're having a bad day. It will knock you down and keep you down. Keep pushing you down, saying, stay down, stay down, stay down. And it's up to you to stand back up again. It's up to you to do what Buster Douglas did. Get back up, shake it off and say, is that the best you've got? That's life. If we send our children out into a world that they are not prepared for, they will not stand a chance. You see, when it comes to this, everybody's a winner, taking part is all that counts, here everybody's a special snowflake, etc., 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 etc. In the real world, you're not. Now, not only are we leaving them completely unprepared, we are hindering their development. And is it not our job as the adults to help our children develop? I would equate this method of teaching to child abuse and neglect in many ways because you are setting them up to fail. Now, this isn't just some jock having a rant about how everyone needs to try harder. This is backed up with hard evidence. In 2010, the British Psychological Association did a study, because that's what psychological associations do. They took 30 children of the Everybody's a Winner school of teaching, and 30 children of the, let's say, more traditional approach of first, second and third. The results, personally, were terrifying. You see, when the children of the Everybody's a Winner found out that not all of them would be getting trophies, there were tears, there were tantrums, and one child actually threw a box of pens at the head of one of the examiners. Now, think about it like this. These weren't toddlers. These weren't children of the age where you'd expect that kind of behaviour. These were 8 and 9-year-olds. Their development, when coming to competition, was literally 4 years behind that of their peers, of which there were no tantrums. Now, to me, what is even more disturbing than this fact is, when given the option to try again, only 3 wanted to. 3 out of 30. 10%. Well, I think we should be very, very, very worried at that figure. Because if in another 20 years only 10% of our population is willing to get up and try again, everything will grind to a halt. Now, I'm not saying that every child from the traditional approach wanted to try again, but it was a considerably higher number of 27 wanting to try again. Yes, it is rather strange that it ended up 3 children on both sides, but hey, you can't predict kids. What I'm saying is this. That is the effect of children not being prepared, not understanding failure, not understanding competition, something that is ingrained in human DNA. Competition and the ability to overcome failure is what took us from living in caves and wearing loincloth to living in skyscrapers and wearing Armani suits. No, I don't actually own an Armani suit, but that's beside the point. You see, it's part of us, that ability to fail, reassess and try again. It's been part of us for millions of years. It is the reason why we have electricity. It is the reason why we don't all have polio. It is the reason why we have been able to go to space. Fail, assess, try again. That's what humans do. That's how we became the dominant species on the planet. That is evolution. And another point. What is even the point now of having gold, silver and bronze? Seriously, think about it like this. If we would have the Olympics, where we have the fastest, the strongest, the best gymnasts, all there to see who is the best, who is the champion, lifetime's worth of work, and I just go, here everybody, thanks for turning up, here's a medal for you, 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 what would be the point? What would be the point? Not only is competition great for human development, it is something we enjoy. It is something where we prove to ourselves, and it is where we put the effort in. Degrading gold, silver and bronze to me is wrong. As an athlete, you work your entire life to get to that level. You try, you sacrifice. I sacrificed my hamstring just to get bronze. And also, there's a reason why bronze medalists are happier than silver medalists on average. It's because we've failed once more. We've gotten up once more. We've shrugged our shoulders and said to life, come on, once more. And we've won once more. That is the human nature in its simplest. Get up and try again. Now to me, this approach is not only going against nature, it is dangerous. So, so dangerous. In 20 years we may not have any new advancements, and in this ever-changing world we need them. Now I would like to leave you with this. Fail 1,000 times. Get up 1,001. Because that one last time might be the time where you succeed. Thank you.